All right, let's talk AI. But I want you to forget everything you think you know from the movies for a minute, because artificial intelligence isn't some distant, futuristic dream anymore. We're going to break down what's happening right now and what's just around the corner.
And this, right here, is the most important thing to get your head around. Seriously, the whole flying car, robot, butler vision of the future, put it on hold. The AI revolution isn't coming, it's already here. It's already woven into the fabric of our daily lives.
So just how integrated is it really? How deep does this rabbit hole go? Let's dig in. Because we're not talking about some high-tech, specialized research lab anymore. We're talking about the tools you and I are probably using without even a second thought.
Get this. By 2025, which is right around the corner, projections show that more than a third of us will be using AI tools every single day. And the keyword there is every day. This isn't some niche hobby for tech nerds. We're talking about your smart speaker, the GPS that reroutes you around traffic, the shows your streaming service suggests. It's all quickly just becoming normal.
But see, as it becomes normal, it's also becoming something else entirely. It's evolving beyond just being a passive tool. It's becoming more like an active partner. Think of it as your creative co-pilot.
And this is where things get really wild. These generative AI models are just exploding onto the scene. So what does that actually mean for you? It means you don't have to be a professional writer or a graphic designer or a musician to create incredible things. You can generate text for a blog post, design a stunning image, produce a quick video, even compose a little background music, all just by typing in a few words. It's like having a creative genius on call, 24/7.
Okay, but where is all this heavy lifting actually happening? For years, the answer was always the cloud, these huge, powerful servers somewhere far away. Well, that's starting to change in a big way. The next huge shift is bringing all that intelligence much closer to home. In fact, right into the device in your pocket.
And this really shows the difference. We're moving from just relying on cloud AI to embracing what's called edge AI, or on-device intelligence. So what does that mean? Well, first off, it makes things way, way faster. There's no lag time sending your request to a server and waiting for the answer. And here's the huge bonus, it's a lot more private. Your personal data stays with you, on your device, instead of going on a trip across the internet.
So let's recap. AI is in our everyday tools. It's becoming our creative partner, and it's getting faster and more private by running on our devices. What's the final piece of the puzzle? Well, it's this evolution from just being a conversationalist to being a doer.
This is the journey from a simple chatbot to what we now call an agent. So step one was just chatting, right? You ask a question, you get an answer. But now we're at step two. They can plan. They can understand a goal and figure out the steps to get there. And then the final piece of the puzzle. Step three, they can act. They can actually execute those tasks. So instead of you asking what flights are available to London, you'll just say, book me the best trip to London for next Tuesday, find a hotel near the conference, and add it all to my calendar. And it just does it. It's becoming a true digital assistant.
So we've seen how AI is becoming this everyday utility, this powerful creative engine, and a proactive assistant that gets things done. At this point, the question really isn't if AI is going to impact your life. The real question is, how are you going to use it?
Because the tools are here. They are more accessible than they have ever been, and they are getting smarter and more powerful by the day. So what will you create? What will you automate? What problems are you going to solve with it? The next move? Well, that's up to you.